Welcome, Leo Virgo, to your Astro Dice reading for November. I hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, hit that big old like button. Okay. And welcome to Mercury retrograde. I know I'm getting these out a little bit late, but it was also because I had to do those those full moon, readings in Taurus. So, but that's okay. Let's see what's going on over here. Next message coming out for the beautiful Leo Virgo. Do have the 8th house coming out with some, what's that, Virgo energy. Ooh, and Uranus. Okay. So having that Uranus energy, your potential for sudden change, enlightening, and awakening. Shocking, right? That's the Tower card. That's shocking. Shocking moments of transformation and awakening. We have that Virgo energy coming in. The energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, humble, with a discriminating, diligent, painstaking air, using some of your own energy over here, Leo Virgo. Getting you busy, busy, busy. Trying to ground yourself as much as possible for that busy energy. We also did see that busy energy coming through in that moon reading, that full moon reading in Taurus for you, where that full moon wants you to be grounded, and you're going to do this beautifully over here. So let's see, what was that? Then you have the next 2 months, was talking about that November coming in for you. That's you will win new beginnings. There it is. So having that sudden change, getting to this sudden change is going to bring in that winning marker for you, right? You're going to have to start somewhere. And I just feel like this is it. Okay, so going straight into the 8th house. Transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. Things that you share with others. What is your value markers? As well as these, like, well, I think that with the sudden change in the way that you're moving and pushing out all this energy, this go, 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 right, energy, that's going to make a big, huge leeway for you. Okay, so let's get in here, guys. Let's see what's going on. Okay, and getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. Pretty much almost through the beginning of the month, but that's okay. Might see what's coming just before we hit that mid-month, right? Doesn't mean it's over yet. Mid-month won't happen until at least, right, the 10th through the 12th at least. You do have the power over here, so going into it, some Leo energy, taking on your own energy for firm foundations in reverse, saying, I'm not holding tight to this, I'm having this up. Well, there's where the upheaval is, though, because you're going to feel like you're not firmly grounded. So you're going to feel like there is this, right, where I'm trying to be diligent, but there's that, I feel kind of, it's going to feel probably at the beginning of the month, guys, a little unstable. I'm going to find it imbalanced, because if you have the Virgo energy coming through in the 8th house, then you're going to feel, and then the firm foundations, which is the 4 of coins in reverse, you're going to feel like I could be more stabilized. I feel like I'm not holding tight enough. So I just feel like you're trying to find your ground. You're trying to find this, but you're using that strength as much as possible to hold down the, kind of like holding down the fort. But it's within the 8th house. So you might even feel like, I'm still having intense emotions from that full moon in Taurus, right? Or this is really, things are really hitting the fan over here with this tower moment. I'm having this tower moment, and I'm trying to keep my emotions at bay. And I'm trying to keep myself as grounded and focused as possible in keeping that inner strength together to get this done. Okay? Because you're looking for the victory and the success within the 8th house. There's so much things, right? There's so many things going on. If you know that for instance, your car payment is behind and you're trying your hardest to focus, but you're also using the Four of Coins. I'm trying to save. I'm trying to save this money. I'm trying to stay as focused as possible. I'm trying to save, but I'm also trying to figure out how to make a budget, right? Because I understand, but maybe me and my spouse need to have shared resources as well. So we need to get this down, right? So you really want to look at this situation. This is going to, eighth house is going to bring in this place of transformation and change so that you can end that chapter of your life. Right? You want to have that butterfly effect. That's why it has the butterfly on the card. I don't know if you guys see the butterfly on the card. It's saying, I need this to change around. I need this to be going my way. Okay. So when difficulties can arise, if love end up turning bitter in the end, and things are divided up between you and your spouse, or however it's going, it's just managing the battle of wills, humility, restraint, trying to keep strong, trying to keep your legacy or your inheritance in some sort of manner without allowing everything to just crumble, right? So right now that's really what it feels like, because like I said, we have the Tower. So it's saying, I'm trying to keep this. If you're feeling betrayed, right, you're trying to get out of that as well. So take that how it resonates with you. Because the eighth house can represent the area of your life where we succumb to the intoxicating love of another, or where we abandon ourselves to passion and helpless acquaintances. Okay? So it could be also, like I said, there's intense primordial feelings that affect us deeply on an emotional level. So take it how it resonates, with you and for you. Okay, so definitely trying to get in there and get that done. So really gaining that power and just keeping your head down and going to work, right? With diligence. Getting into the mid-month. You guys are staying strong. I mean, wow. You're putting out all this confidence. Look at that. You're becoming the emperor over here. You're like, I'm keeping this together. I'm starting to understand. Whoa. Sorry, guys. Trying to understand the situation. Seeing things from a new point of view, having the Ace of Swords coming out. I love it because it's saying, no, I understand what's going on. I'm seeing things differently. See, now, when I have my head down and I'm working towards what it is, my victory, my success for the situation, I'm starting to see that legacy. I'm starting to see that difference. I'm starting to see the things coming back together, even though it's a roller coaster. Wheel of Fortune is a roller coaster, right? Especially if it's in reverse. But no matter what, it can still be a roller coaster, getting to that good luck, getting to that good karma, getting out of that cycle, right? But you're starting to see that, and I do love it. It's saying you're using more patience in the mid-month than over here. Because over there, but I feel like it's very turbulent over here in the beginning of the month. There's a lot of turbulence. But then once you find what it is you're looking for, you're going to feel more grounded. So you're going to be, fine. Yeah, see, because the next card coming out is the intention. I see the intentions. I see what's happening. I see that I can do this. Six of Pentacles in the reverse, what we don't see coming at the end of the month is the spiritual prosperity with the recognition and the reward. Three of Pentacles. Whoa. Putting yourself into Virgo mode. Now you have, how crazy is this? Leo, Virgo. Beginning the month, starting with Leo. The end of the month, ending it out with Virgo energy. Wow. Talk about whoa. So you're going to go into this solitude mode at the end of the month because you're saying, I have the recognition and the reward. I understand. I'm pulling it all together at the end of the month. It could even be, if you're in the United States, you're with family, you're with friends during the Thanksgiving time, during the holiday season. It could also be that you're that you're working together with someone who's understanding what's going on with you. They could be helping you out with the situation, seeing the Ace of Pentacles, starting to see things growing its fruit, starting to see the come together. That's the come together of the Wheel of Fortune that we wanted to see, right? Because we know it's coming. We just don't really feel it. We don't really know it, but we have the patience and understanding to know that there is a change around that's coming, because once you have that aha moment, you definitely are going to feel that. And then having the positive movement forward over here with the Eight of Pentacles, you're like, now I'm focused. Now I've got it. But now I'm going to pull myself back and go back into hermit mode so that I can actually see what's going on. Now I'm going to get a bigger perspective again. Why? Because you might be getting some knowledge from someone else during the end of the month, or just having that huge aha moment from yourself that's giving you new opportunities, new advice, new choices. And then this is making you say, okay, I get it now. So that way you don't feel like you're just sitting in this tower. But it's also about this sudden change that brings in this awakening. And we definitely see the awakening within the reading. So it's definitely saying there's some shit that hit the fan in the beginning of the month. Maybe it even happened in the end of October. Maybe it's been going on since October. It's going to be different for everyone, but it's really impacting me either more so now in the beginning of November, or I'm starting to really see how it's starting to really take a toll now in the impact, but I need to put a handle on it, and that's what you're doing. You're saying I'm putting my foot on the gas. We've got to do something. Yeah, having the sudden awareness. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful reading, my guys. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.